I didn't expect her to show up that night, hair tangled, eyes swollen, suitcase dragging behind her like a guilty shadow. She stood on my porch, trembling, whispering the same words she once mocked me for needing. "Please, talk to him. He filed for divorce. He kicked me out. I need you to fix this." The irony tasted almost sweet. I didn't open the door. I just looked at her through the glass, and the cold certainty in her eyes told me she finally understood the gravity of the mistake she made. But my story doesn't start on the porch. It starts with a dollar amount that wasn't hers. When I married her, she didn't walk into my life. She swept in like a storm that made everything look beautiful right before it broke it apart. She loved big, laughed loud, and said she admired how much I cared for my daughter. Back then, I took that as kindness. Now I recognize it as reconnaissance. She learned where I kept money. She learned who I trusted. She learned the exact places where a knife would hurt the most. But love dulls instincts, and I loved her harder than I should have. Discovery of betrayal, the missing money. The signs began small: a hesitation in her voice, a sudden defensiveness about her phone, a smirk when I asked about expenses. Then one afternoon, my daughter came to me eyes wide, clutching the empty tin box where she kept the savings she'd been collecting for years. "Dad, it's gone." Gone. Those were my daughter's birthday bills, her tutoring savings, her coins from helping neighbors wash their cars. Every bit of hope she'd ever earned with her small hands. I asked my then wife, calmly at first. She didn't flinch. "I used it," she said. "It was just lying there. Just lying there." She used it for her stepson's graduation party. Balloons, catering, DJ, decorations, things he would forget in a week, and she didn't even bother to tell me. When I confronted her again later, her voice sharpened. "She's your daughter, not mine. I don't owe her anything, and I'm not paying it back." That was the day something in me cooled. Not broke, just froze clean and solid. Shift in mindset, strategy, not rage. I didn't yell, I didn't threaten, I didn't even argue. I simply stepped back and watched her show me exactly who she was. And once someone reveals their nature, they reveal their weak points too. Her husband, her new husband, the one she married after me, was the weak point she didn't guard. She talked about him constantly: his pride, his obsession with honesty, his strict stance on finances. He believed she'd changed. He believed she'd grown. He believed her. I didn't need revenge. I just needed the truth to breathe. I waited. Not days, not weeks. I waited until her stepson's party pictures surfaced. Photos of her bragging about her planning, her generosity, her gift. A gift paid with my daughter's dreams. Then I requested a meeting with her husband. No drama, no tone, just a quiet message. "We need to talk. It concerns your household finances." He showed up, on time, curious, not suspicious. I didn't accuse her. I simply laid out the facts: what was taken, whose money it was, where it went, her refusal to return it. And then I handed him a printed screenshot of her text: "She's not my responsibility. I'm not paying a cent back." He read it in silence. His jaw tightened. Color drained from his face. He asked me one question: "Is this real?" I didn't answer. The truth already had. He stood up, thanked me quietly, and left with the walk of a man whose floor had just cracked open beneath him. I didn't contact her after that. I didn't need to. Some avalanches require only a whisper to begin. 2 weeks passed. Then the message came. "He knows. He wants a divorce. He kicked me out. Please talk to him. I'm begging you." And now here she was, shaking on my porch, acting like I had lit the match she soaked in gasoline. I stepped outside, closing the door behind me so my daughter wouldn't hear. She clutched my arm, her voice breaking. "This is all your fault! You ruined my marriage!" I let her scream, let her unravel, let her drown in the consequences she built with her own hands. When she finally stopped, breathing hard, I answered calmly, "You stole from a child. I told a man the truth about his wife. The rest, you did to yourself." Her knees sagged. She expected pity. She forgot I ran out of pity the day she looked at my daughter's empty box and shrugged. She asked again, weaker, "Please, tell him I'm sorry." "I will," I said, turning away. "But he won't hear it from me." I left her standing in the cold, clutching the ruins she created. As I walked back inside, my daughter looked up from the living room, unaware of the storm outside. I knelt beside her, smoothing her hair. "Everything's okay now," I whispered. And for the first time in a long time, it truly was. Justice didn't come with fire, it came with clarity. And the truth, quiet, patient, merciless, did exactly what it needed to do.